Over the last few months I've been making a full 60s style record using old tape machines and a handful of vintage recording gear. Not a perfect recreation of the past, a set of original songs written now but recorded with some of the same limitations that shaped the records I grew up loving. I wanted to find out whether that process would actually help shape the music or whether it would just be a complicated way of doing something a computer could do much faster. With tape, you have to make decisions early. Sometimes the performance is imperfect, the level is slightly off, or the machine does something unexpected. But that is where the process starts to become part of the record. The first song I documented for the album was Morning Papers. That one pulled the project towards the British pop side of the 60s. Melodic, a bit reflective, and still rough around the edges. Right, here's a short section of the finished mix, just enough to give you an idea where it's going to end up.
Drop through the letterbox, tied with a little bow, with yesterday's warnings. The front page reads like something I have recalled.
Then I started pushing the setup further. For the album title track, This Is a Time Machine, the studio became more of an instrument. I used a cassette 4-track as a second sound source, with metronomes, clock sounds, loops, and textures drifting in and out. There was no proper sync track between the machines, just timing things by hand, riding the levels and letting the sound fall slightly in and out of place. Alright, I'll play you a bit of the intro of this song so you can see how it worked out. The distinction between the past, present and future is only a stubbornly persistent illusion. Once you've travelled, the voyage never ends. And remember, no matter where you go, there you are.
Is this a time machine?
The next film chapter went in a more retro-futuristic direction. The Glory of Mars was my attempt at a 60s-style space rock song. I like the idea of writing about an old version of the future, the kind of future people imagined decades ago with glass domes, silver suits and colonies on Mars. So I used tape echo, simple riffs and dreamlike textures to make something that felt less like real science fiction and more like a faded postcard from the space age. So let me play you back a bit of the final mix now so I can show you how it sounds. After that, I wanted something more direct. I Want You became the garage rock part of the album. A simple riff, drum, bass tambourine vocals, and just enough echo to give it some space. It reminded me that the 60s side of the project did not always need elaborate studio tricks. Sometimes it was just a catchy riff, a simple chorus, and committing to the take. Let me play you a bit of the final mix now so you can hear how it's turned out. I think the setup I've used for this album definitely shaped the way things sound in the end. partly through the sound of tape, but mainly by making me focus on the essential elements of arrangements and not overdoing things with endless editing and mixing revisions. The album is out now under the Magnetic Machines, with a limited cassette available on Bandcamp. For now, I'll leave you with a clip from one of the songs that's not covered in the series. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next one.
Steps down the hall, then they faded like a breeze.